Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Isabelle Knight. I am a young writer and the middle grade fantasy author of the Enchantria series. And today, I thought I would just sit down and give you guys, I guess, like an honest writing update. Because honestly, things haven't been going that well, and if you guys don't already know, I'm currently working on a project called Island Keepers, which I've been working on since January, and I have been struggling with writing a lot, especially in terms of like burnout and just the pressure to be, really productive as an author-tuber and all of that. So yeah, I thought I would finally sit down and make a video about it. Alright, so the Cambridge Dictionary basically defines burnout as thus: extreme tiredness or mental or physical illness caused by working too hard or trying to do too much. Which pretty much sums up exactly what I have been going through, especially this past summer and autumn. And I feel like I have been trying so hard to just do so many things to write a perfect book, to write like this amazing, fantastic books that everyone is going to love. Trying to manage both a YouTube channel and a blog, and trying to make both of them really like aesthetic and pleasing and, fun to watch and read. Trying to edit and publish a fantasy anthology, trying to handle like a podcast on pantsing, and just in general, just trying to do too much. And I honestly feel like at this point it just feels kind of like pushing boulders up a hill at this point. Like, I don't know why I thought of that, but I feel like that's just what it feels like, that Greek myth of, I forgot his name, but basically, there was this Greek myth about this person who was eternally condemned to push a boulder up a hill, except that each time when he reached the hill, the boulder would just roll back down, and he had to start all over again. And I honestly feel like this is a bit like that, because it just feels like I am trying to catch up and grow my writing. And I have been working on Island Keepers for close to a year now, and I had a lot of hopes for this project. I was really hoping that it would be, completed by now, like a finished project, because a lot of my books that I've previously written, I've managed to write like 3 to 4 months, sometimes around 8, and I was really hoping that by now I would have a completed draft that would be ready to publish, and that I would just have, grown my YouTube channel and my blog more. And I honestly just feel a bit like Island Keepers has been going nowhere, because I really feel like since finishing the 4th book in the Enchantria series, The Last Hope, I just feel like I've been in this dry spot. I've been pressuring myself to write 2,000 words a day, like most productive writers do, and just, be really productive and write a lot. But it really just feels like I am very much in this dry spot right now. And I'm just kind of unable to write. And basically just burnt out. Which, I actually wrote this off as writer's block at first, and I actually made a whole video about writer's block and tips on how to beat writer's block, and I'll have that linked down below if you'd like to check that out. And basically, I thought it was writer's block at first, and what I usually do with writer's block is just push through, keep writing, because, that is usually what works for me for writer's block, is just keep writing, and, eventually the words will come, and as I write, I will get inspired, I will get all of these ideas. But this time it wasn't working, and it wasn't, I think, until a while later that I realized that what I was struggling with wasn't writer's block, and it was just burnout. And I think that burnout is honestly actually harder for me to deal with than writer's block, because, with writer's block, for me, it almost always feels like there is a solution. You can go under it, you can go over it, you can come up with all of these twists and these new ideas, and you can take a break from writing, you can keep plowing through, or maybe the direction you're writing in just isn't working and you need to take a step back and work in a different direction or something like that. But with burnout, it's literally just like you have exhausted yourself and you really can't write until you've, I guess, taken a break and refilled your creative well. And it's like, I don't know how long that's going to take. And especially since I am an author tuber, and it really feels like everywhere on YouTube and on blogs and online, it just feels like everyone is just sharing these really cozy, productive writing blogs where they're like writing 10,000 words a day. And, they're sharing all of their writing victories and all of the amazing things that they've done with their writing. But, that's great. It's great to share those, but also, it feels like no one really shares. No one really wants to share, the tough spots, the days when they're really struggling to write. And so it really feels like I am kind of alone in my writing struggles, and that I am sort of behind, whatever that means. And, it's like, I so want to finish this book. I really, really want to get Island Keepers out there. I really want to finish writing this story. And I just feel like, it feels like I'm behind. It's that, I'm in this dry spot, and, I'm not making any progress at all. And a lot of the advice for burnout is to just take a break, which I have tried to do, except, I just, I was trying to just avoid writing, except Island Keepers just kept calling to me and kept, wanting me to write it, except I was just, just trying to plow through and just really just exhausting myself as I wrote it. I honestly don't know what more there is to share, because, I just wanted to sit down and share an honest writing update with you guys instead of filming a ton of vlogs and trying to pretend like everything's productive and fun and cozy, which it is not right now. I am very much in a dry spot where I'm just feeling very lost with my writing. But, I do have faith that this story will work out, I guess. I have faith that God has a plan for me and for this story, and that, everything will work out as it should. And so I think my plan for the rest of December is, just trying to take a break from writing, but not a break as in just trying to avoid writing, but mainly just a break where I don't stress about it, and I just, stop beating myself up for not writing, and, write when I feel like it, and, just keep this story in the back of my head and keep daydreaming about it, but without any actual pressure. And so I think that is what I am hoping to do for the rest of this December. And you know, I might do a more thorough writing update on really how October and November went for me, but yeah, as of right now, this is, I guess, currently where I am in my writing. If you have made it to the end of this video, then, you know, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and, you know, feel free to comment down below how your own writing is going, if you had any writing victories, or if you have been in a dry spot like me. And, you know, if you have been struggling with the same thing and feeling like you're not productive enough, or like you're just not doing enough for your writing in general, then, you know, take this as a sign that you do not need to be productive all the time, because, you know, like, not every day is going to be productive, and, you know, that is okay, and that is life. And if you have also been comparing yourself to a lot of other author tubers, then I would also say that to, like, remember that everyone has their own writing struggles. Everyone has unproductive days. It's just that a lot of people choose not to really share those. And so that often can make you feel, you know, alone in your writing struggles, but that is not true, and I can almost certainly guarantee you that behind the scenes of those really productive, cozy vlogs, you know, those writers are struggling too. They are feeling very lost about their story and feeling like their plot is a tangle, and just, you know, you are not alone in your writing struggles. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and, you know, check out my blog, springfallschronicle.com, for some more writing updates and book reviews and author interviews. And yeah, I guess I will see y'all in the next video. Alright, bye!